Hello, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and I am say it with me, first year, first grade teacher here in Massachusetts. This is just gonna be a weekly vlog. It's gonna be a little different because we do have PD for 2 of the days this week, but just another week in my life here in our first grade classroom. I'm also gonna be filming a morning routine this week, so I'm really excited about that. But anyways, happy Monday. Right now it is 6:49, so I have about 10 minutes to get stuff done before you guys know my me time. I like to start at 7, but I am going to show you really quickly how I swap out my centers because a lot of you have been asking questions about centers and I want to answer those, but I think I might have to do like a dedicated video. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys how I swap them out, and then I think after that I'll be good to go to just sit and just hang out, plan. When I say plan in the mornings, I got a couple questions about this on the last video. I don't mean lesson plan. I have my lesson plans done. I mean plan like for my day. So what I'm going to be doing after school and breakdown of all my hours, my priorities, and things like my personal life planning, not necessarily like my teaching and what's happening in the classroom. I know what we're doing today for each of the subjects, I promise. But anyways, let me swap out my centers. Alright, so typically this is what the mess looks like on Monday mornings when I am swapping out center buckets. I keep 9 of these clear latch top Sterilite bins stacked in here. They fit perfectly 3, 3, and 3. I always have 4 reading centers here. 1 is listen to reading response sheets, 1 is word work, 1 is writing, and 1 is weekly skills. So those 4 buckets are always here. And then I have 3 math buckets here. I always have an iPad station, and there's 4 math rotations altogether, so that one doesn't get a bucket, but then I have 3 other stations under here. So typically I am pulling stuff out on Monday mornings, and then I prep my center's activities at home over the weekend. Hopefully next year I will be first grade again, and then I won't have to do as much prep because I prep them and laminate them so they'll be available for next year as well. But anyways, these are the centers I brought from home. These are all from this one, and this one are from the Moffat girls on TPT Unit 2 on addition for first grade. So if that's where, if you're wondering where these came from, that's where those are from, those math papers as well. But then these are from, I'm not sure who the creator is, but it's a CVC Centers resource. It's just like a mega bundle that I purchased, and I'll link this in the description box. So let me switch these into all of these buckets. Really quickly, while I have my phone set up on the bookshelf over here, I kind of like this angle and setup to show you my outfit of the day. So I'm going to do that really quick. It's 7:06, so I have a little bit of time, and then I'm going to go sit down and get to planning my day and my week. But anyways, let me show you what I have on today. So I am wearing this leopard print tunic from the Jane app. I told y'all I get most of my stuff from that app, and I really love this one especially. Normally I can't really pull off tunics because I'm short, so they tend to look like I'm wearing a dress with pants, but you know, that was cute in middle school and I'm still rocking it. So here's that. I have on these little pont, I think that's how you say it, P-O-N-T-E, pants, leggings from TJ Maxx, and then I'm wearing the brown booties that I wear all the time, and my lanyard of course. But that is it. I forgot to wear earrings today, so I'm feeling a little weird, but you know, cheetah girls, cheetah sisters with this outfit, so it's all gonna be good. I'm gonna go put the old centers away where they belong, and then sit, drink my coffee, and plan. He is here, my new student. Our new student finally came, and just as I suspected, his parents were waiting for a new week to bring him in. So this morning, during our morning meeting, I got a knock at the door, and it was our guidance counselor with his mom, his dad, his 2 younger siblings, and he was here. So this has been a great morning. I just wanted to let you guys know because I know we've been waiting since like 4 days ago for him to get here, so I'm very excited. He had a good morning. He seemed a little bit overwhelmed as is usual of the first day, so I know that his personality will start to come through a bit more for the rest of the week, and then we can kind of see where everything is. As far as academics go, I'm gonna have to do some screening with him today, but he did ask me to go look at his name tag to spell his name, so that was a little bit of a warning sign to me that we might be needing some quick quick intervention as far as reading goes, but other than that, he was very well behaved. He was a sweetheart, so I'm excited to have him here, and our morning went pretty well. They're really getting into the routine of our reading lessons, since they've been fairly repetitive, as we're still working on the same comprehension skill with making meaning. We've been doing almost like the same thing but with different texts. This is the 4th week that we've done it, so they're very much in the hang of it. So that went fine. Reading centers went well. I was able to meet with 2 guided reading groups, which went great, and now they are at music. No gym this week, thank goodness. They're at music. I'm gonna sit and type in my guided reading notes. I just kind of take them on a sticky note as they're reading, and then I input them into just an observation log for each student. It's just separated by week. So I'm going to input those reading notes in about reading behaviors that I observed with them as they were reading, and then I'm going to tackle a list of things that I have on my desk, which I don't even remember what's on there, but things like finishing inputting evidence, other random things. Anyways, I'm gonna go do those things, and I'll talk to y'all after school. Alrighty, hello y'all. It is 4:04, and I just wanted to update you a little bit on how our afternoon was and what happened, and just kind of chat through things with you guys like normal. So anyways, our afternoon was okay. We did our math lesson. It was a tough one. It's all about making a 10 to help you add numbers. So for example, if you had 7 plus 5, you would decompose 7 to 5 and 2 to make a 10, and then add the 2 more, which is very advanced. But some of my students were already doing that strategy naturally, so I wanted to introduce the lesson. We did, and the ones who were doing it naturally continued to practice, and they have it mastered now that they understand how to do what they were thinking in their head onto the paper. Kind of just better equipped them with that strategy. And then some of us were completely lost, which is fine. We'll probably continue learning that tomorrow, and then just working on it in small groups during math centers. But anyways, math centers were a little off the chain, so we cleaned up. We had the author came to our class to teach writing today, so we had to be finished a little bit early anyways. We stopped, we cleaned up, we talked about it. He came a little bit early and did writing, and then we actually did a little snack after writing. And then instead of doing a social emotional learning piece at the end of the day, or doing free choice, like free play at the end of the day, we went back to math centers. And I kind of framed it, one second, I want to see if someone's coming down the hallway. No, we're good. But I kind of framed it as a second try. Like, we weren't ready for math centers earlier, not in a emotionally charged way. Like, I wasn't angry with them. I didn't say this was awful, we have to do it again. I just said, we're better than that. Like, we're the best class ever, and that was not our best, and we're just going to try again. And I know that you guys are going to crush it this time, and they did. We all did huge air hugs because they did so much better the second time with math centers. I mean, to the point where one who was shut down and frustrated the first time during centers came at the end of the day when we redid math centers, mulligan, if you will. She sat down and did 3 triple addend addition equations. I'm sorry, she did 20 triple addend addition equations back to back to back to back to back and got them all right. She just sat down and did 20 of them in a row and didn't miss any. So I don't know if it's just the time of day. If you guys have any advice for that, please let me know. But the way our schedule works, we have lunch. Don't know what that was. Anyways, we have lunch and recess in the middle of the day. So we do reading and foundations in the morning. Really don't know what that is. We don't have an intercom system, so if they were calling for me, they would call my phone. So I'm just gonna keep talking. But we do, y'all, what the heck? Anyways, math comes after lunch and recess, and it's really hard always to pull them back into academic content and get them going again after that big break in the middle of the day. So if you guys have any advice for that, please let me know. Maybe some like fitness fluency would be a worthy investment. I've seen that online before. I'm really annoyed with the beeping, but I'm going to keep talking. And it seems like something that they might benefit from. But anyways, so that happened, so that changed up our schedule. But I forgot to tell y'all that on Mondays, normally, I have my first year teacher coach come and observe me every Monday morning. The thing is that we've had MLK Day, and then I wasn't here on Monday before that because of the pageant, and then the Monday before that was a snow day, and then the Monday before that she was sick, so I haven't seen her in like 5 weeks. So I almost forgot that she was even coming, which is probably for the best, because anytime I remember that I have someone coming, I get nervous. So she came this morning and observed whole group reading, and then after school, immediately after school, we then meet and talk about it. So that's why I'm just now talking to y'all at 4:08, is because her and I and my first grade team teacher as well, we all sit and meet because she's a first year teacher too. We all sit together and talk about what happened here, what happened next door, what our like new focus areas are. But I actually told her a little bit about how I was struggling with math, and she was able to rework her schedule to come next Monday during math instead of the morning, which I'm really excited because I really feel like that's my biggest struggle, and I don't know what it is about that time of day, but I am not doing very well with it. And she's coming during math, so I'm really excited to see what idea she has for me to try, how to turn that around. And then also on Mondays, I forgot to tell y'all this too, I am enrolled in a local college's, I think it's like, I would call it like a seminar or a workshop program, but it's called K-5 Math Effective Practices. It's all online, and it's open to like any teachers or coaches, I'm sure, but my coach extended the offer to our elementary staff, anyone who teaches math, and I said, please sign me up, because I just said I've been having trouble with math. And it's every Monday from 7 to 8:30. I log on, and there's like 80 other teachers, and it's like a big giant, almost like online workshop kind of thing where you can see and talk to one another. There's like the facilitator is there giving a not keynote speech, but like they're leading you and discussing a new topic every week. It changes every week. It's like 12 weeks, an hour and a half every Monday. So that is tonight from 7 to 8:30. So all of that being said, I have that to do tonight once I get home, so I'm probably gonna head out now. Y'all, I'm not refilming this entire clip, so I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm gonna head out now, that way I can get home and get rested and probably eat dinner before that happens. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye. Hello, happy Tuesday and happy halfway day. I have a little banner, let's see, halfway there on our TV today. Today is the 90th day of school, which means we are halfway through this year of first grade, which I cannot even believe. I am halfway to being a veteran teacher. I don't know if you count as a veteran in your second year, but anyways, I'm halfway through my first year of teaching. I'm just so excited to celebrate with them today, and it's going to be a really good day. I found a resource that I really liked last night, because we were going to practice today, going to either continue making a 10 to add or move into doubles, and kind of like guiding them into how doubles might be able to help us add. But what I found was something for halfway day that just tells a story, and it's a little book. So I'll show that to you guys, but I printed that off, and I also went to Dunkin' Donuts and I bought, there are 18 kiddos, so I bought 9 donuts, and I'm gonna cut them in half, and they get half of a donut. It's either really cute or I'm really cheap, you decide. But anyways, stopped at Dunkin' this morning, got that, hung our banner up, and I printed out the math booklets, so I'm gonna assemble those right now. I'll show one to you after I like put them all together, but I am just so freaking excited. I know that they're gonna be excited as well. Anytime there's anything to celebrate, I try to kind of hype it up a bit more than you would think, just because they're little and it's fun to have special occasions together and to celebrate those and make a big deal out of them. So yeah, today is halfway day. Did I put the 90? Ooh, I didn't. I haven't put the 90 on our little countdown yet. All right, ooh, it's in the closet. I will get the 90 out and hang it up there. And then, is this it? Oh, come on. I thought this would be quick. Got it. Yay, halfway. You guys, this is craziness. All right, I guess now it is official. Yay. All right, I'm going to go put those books together, and then I'll show y'all what one of them looks like. And then hopefully have some time to just drink my coffee and get settled before they come, because right now it's about 6:55, so we have plenty of time. And I can't wait to show you guys the cutest little book ever. So let me put those together. All right, y'all, I put one of the books together, so let me just show you what it looks like. On my desk right now, you can't see it, but all of the different pages are laid out so that I can grab them. But basically, it's It's called A Day in Halftown, starring Harry, and his sister too. So for the front page, I think you finished drawing them. But anyways, you fold this page like the cover, and then the other pages you fold the white on the inside. So these are like folded pieces of paper, and the insides of them are white. But this is what it looks like. The first page says, Harry lives happily in his half house. Draw the other half of Harry's house, add 4 windows on his house. Color half of them green, and then you record the doubles fact, so it would be 2 + 2 = 4. So I think this is going to help us kind of explore the relationship between add-ins and the sum in doubles facts, and every page is similar. Tells a little story. Let's see. Harry lives on Half Street. Half of the houses are green, the other half are blue. Color the houses. There are 6 houses, so we would color this half green, this half blue, and then it says record your doubles equation. So the entire time we're going to be relating the understanding of a half to doubles facts and kind of developing that understanding conceptually of what that means for each add-in to be half of the sum in a doubles equation. So this is what it looks like all put together. There are a bunch of pages, and I'm really excited to do this together. This is going to be mine. I'm going to go ahead and pre-complete this one, and then we'll do it together. I mean, it's not supposed to be an assessment of their understanding of halves because they don't know what that is. We're just learning it today for celebrating the occasion and, you know, exploring doubles facts through the lens of a half. But I'm going to go ahead and do some of this, like the coloring, and then we'll do the equations together. But I'm going to pre-complete as much as I can. That way they have a model, and then I'll put mine under the dot cam. I do not have an interactive board. A lot of y'all have mentioned or commented on that. I don't have one. I just have a TV. I don't even have a whiteboard, actually. I just literally have a TV that connects to my laptop screen. So I do have a document camera that can connect to the TV. So I try to use that as much as possible, and I'll use that to help us complete this during math. But anyways, let me put the other ones together because it is a little time consuming to fold these, but I'm so excited. All right, I'll talk to y'all when these are all in a big pile. Okay, y'all, 1, I just noticed that the lily in my flower arrangement is blooming, and that's making me really happy. And 2, I have folded and assembled 10 of these. I printed 20, even though there's only 18 of them, 1 for me and then an extra one in case anything were to happen and they were to get very frustrated. It happens in first grade. So I have 10 of these done, 10 left to do, but I'm going to finish those during my prep because they're not for math until the end of the day. And now I'm just going to do like typical morning things like setting out their breakfast. We have some like halfway day hats that we need to assemble, so I'm going to lay out the materials for that and just get ready for them to get here because right now it's about 7:15, so they're going to come in about 25 minutes. Hi you guys, it is the end of the day now. It is actually 5:06. So today, just to give you an update about like right now, I was supposed to have a first year teacher induction event, but like a seminar as part of like the hours that we have to do of PD as first year teachers before we can be officially inducted in the state of Massachusetts. It's kind of a continuation of the thing I was doing over the summer. Anyways, that was supposed to be today from 4 to 7, but we got an email in the afternoon that both of the leaders, like our first year teacher coaches, the one I met with yesterday actually, they were both sick, so it's rescheduled to next Tuesday, which kind of threw me for a loop. But on Tuesdays we stay from 3 to 5 anyways for collaboration as a staff, so I ended up staying, which is why I'm just now filling you guys in at 5 o'clock. In this afternoon I had a really good conversation with the paraprofessional that I share the room with, and just talked about how we can better like work together and combine both of our strengths for like the good of all of the students in this classroom, like what I can do more of, what she would like to see changed, what I could envision us like doing a better job of. It was just a very healthy, productive conversation, so I'm really excited about that and like what we have to look forward to and the new things we're going to try to work on together. I'm really excited. But then as far as like our afternoon goes in this classroom, it was a hot and heavy one, and I don't want to always project that everything is super sunshine and rainbows, although this is my dream job and I absolutely love being here. I can't stop smiling even talking about a hard day, but I want you to understand that there are hard days. And so I know I have a lot of student teachers on this channel and a lot of people who are like going into education or considering it, and I want to be real as possible. So let me just debrief you guys on our afternoon. As you know, we did our half day books. I wanted to show you this one. I covered up the name, but this is what they turned out like, A Day in Halftown. Let me show you a sample page as they completed it. So this one says, Harry's sister Dottie doubles has a dotted dog. Half of her dog's spots are pink and the other half are purple. So then they decided what the whole number of spots were because it didn't tell them. They did half and half. They actually did very, very well with this and then wrote double facts for each of the pages. Here are some other pages. You guys can pause the video and read it if you'd like to. But we did this together and they loved it, so that went well. And then math centers were okay, they were better than yesterday, so that was good. And then we had writing, and then at the end of the day, as you guys know, I had purchased donuts to have as our happy halfway day treat. Well, one of my kiddos was not listening, not following directions in the sense of like removal. They removed themselves from the group. So we had come to the carpet, and I gave the student a few chances, and I said, I really think that you should make a better choice because we're going to move on to something fun and you're going to be sad if you're not on the carpet with us. And I am very just even-keeled, but there are choices that they're making, and if you make a bad choice, then that's your choice, but it's the choice that you made and that falls on you. And I gave this student multiple chances. I said, if I were you, I would really come to the carpet because we're about to start something fun and you're going to be sad if you don't get to partake. The student didn't come. So then I said, those of you who are on the carpet, we are going to move on. It's time to celebrate our halfway day by all eating half of a donut. I have half a donut for each of you. I'm going to have my half as well. We're halfway there. Let's celebrate together. And then the student proceeded to try to come and join our activity. And I just made a comment like, I wish you would have made a better choice sooner. And unfortunately, we've already started this activity, and just kind of stood my ground of, you made the wrong choice. You've been refusing to participate for the last 30 minutes. We're moving on to have this treat, and you're welcome to sit with us, but I can't give you the treat. And I'm not one to do that. I hate to not involve every child in any sort of treat that way, but this child removed their self from the equation and was not participating in anything. So that's fair. You have to learn consequences, but that particular student had a full-blown meltdown. So I'm talking crate seats flying, chairs thrown, furniture knocked over, things like books, like that happens. You see pictures on Instagram, that's real, that happens. I mean, they're little, they have big emotions. Some of them are not totally equipped with the coping strategies to handle those. So anyways, it was a big meltdown afternoon. Fortunately for us, we have an incredible BRT on staff who came and helped me de-escalate the child while everyone else was partaking in their activity, and they were doing like a coloring contest. So while they were doing that, we were de-escalating him, just kind of talking through the decisions that he made and the consequences they had, and that the destruction of the room is never acceptable and it's not safe, and that he needs to clean the mess that he made. And fortunately, he did do that. He put everything back in its place, and then kind of gestured toward the donuts, and I stood my ground and I said, no, we've already had our treat. We've moved on. You were refusing to come join us when it was time, and I gave you choices and you chose to not come. That was your choice, but I'm going to respect your choice and you will not have a donut. And I'm very lucky that the BRT totally agreed with me and backed me up. And she said, absolutely not. We don't want to affirm this behavior. And he was able to de-escalate and then join the coloring contest and then pack up and be dismissed as regular. So it all came back together. But all of that just to say that when it seems as though everything is happy, sunshine, and rainbows, most of the time it is. But also, I'm a real teacher. I have real teacher problems. I just choose not to talk about them, one, for the sake of the privacy of my students, and two, because I choose to shine a light on the positive aspects of everything. But sometimes, real things happen, and I just want to be transparent with that. So that was today, this afternoon. We had a great time with our halfway day celebration. Aside from that, they did a fantastic job with the books. They loved these. So that was awesome. I'm really happy that I decided to celebrate today the way that we did. And tomorrow is actually our last day of school for this week because we have Thursday and Friday full day PDs here at school. So anyways, I'm going to head out now that it's after 5. I'm allowed to go, but I wanted to stay to fill you guys in. So I'm going to head out, get home, get rested, and get ready for a really impactful day tomorrow because we only had 3 days this week, so I want to make sure that the days count. But I hope you guys are still with me after that whole long venting / filling you in session. I love y'all for being here. But anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. Good morning, you guys. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Right now it's about 6:49. So I just got to school and did a few things that I always do first, like go put my lunch away, turn the heater on, hang my coat up in the closet, things like that. So I've been here probably about 15 minutes just walking around getting those things done. But I don't have much to work on as far as like things to do. Like yesterday I had to put together those doubles books. I don't have something like that to work on this morning, but today is going to be a bit of a different day. At the end of the day, we have a 1-hour assembly, and it's the last hour of the day. So that means we're going to, it's really an hour and 15 minutes because we line up 15 minutes before to get there. So it's like an hour and 15 minutes. So we're going to miss free choice centers at the end of the day, compliment store that we always do on the last day of the week, and writing. Hold on, I think someone's in the hallway. All right, I'm good. Anyways, we're going to miss things that I know that they'll be looking forward to because it's our Friday, since we don't have school Thursday or Friday. Like compliment store would happen this afternoon, but the assembly is going to end like 5 minutes before dismissal starts. So they need to have all of their things packed and their backpacks in their chairs. That way when we get back, they're ready to go when they start calling different transportations. So anyways, I'm trying to anticipate this afternoon how we can compensate for the lost time at the end of our day, at the end of our week, is why it's important. So I'm thinking that today we're going to do 2 rounds of math centers. That way they can get through every center this week. And we won't do a whole group lesson. We'll just do 2 rounds of math centers, and I'll meet with small groups at my table to review or reteach anything from this week or enrich anything for the students. I always do, after we do like math work, like what would you say, like math work. I mean, that's what it is. After they work in math, after we've learned, I sort them into 3 groups. I have a pink paperclip, yellow, and a green, and I sort them based on students who need urgent intervention, students needing continued practice, and students needing enrichment. And then I binder clip those and put them at my table. That way I know what groups to call to my teacher table. So anyways, all of that to say, we're going to do 2 rounds of math centers while I'm pulling people to my table. We're not going to do a whole group lesson for math. We're going to come in from recess, get straight to math centers. Then we're going to do author share because yesterday not everyone got to share their writing, so we're going to finish up with sharing, and then by that time we'll have our snack that we always have in the afternoon, and we're going to do compliment store and pack up. And then if we have time, we'll do free choice centers until they call us. But I highly expect that once we've done math centers, our snack, shared, and done compliment store and packed up, we're not going to have any time left for free choice centers before they call us, which is okay. It just makes me sad because I do like to allow that more structured play setting for some of my students to better learn how to play with one another, and I know that they really enjoy it as well. So we'll see how the afternoon goes, but I feel better now that I've like talked through it with my camera, aka you guys. Just talking through it out loud kind of helps you anticipate things and come to terms with what's going to happen and such. But anyways, I would show you my outfit of the day, but this morning I put on this big sweatshirt. This is like one of my sorority sweatshirts from college, but I put it on while I was getting ready because I was so cold, and then I just was so comfortable that I didn't want to take it off. But I do have on like my long sleeve tunic underneath here. I'll show y'all later. But I'm going to sit here and just get some stuff done on my computer and drink my coffee. I actually haven't had a sip of it yet, so I'm excited to have a sip and sit here and enjoy my coffee and just be ready for the day. I'm really excited to see them. I forgot to tell you guys my new kid. I need to stop calling him that, but I can't call him by his name, so he's going to be new kid. He wasn't here yesterday, so he started Monday and then immediately missed Tuesday. And when I look in the communication log, I noticed something from our secretary that there was an issue with his bus. And Mom was upset, so hopefully he'll be here today and that situation is resolved. I'll let y'all know, but I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, friends. Alrighty, y'all, we are back in my new outfit of the day corner of my classroom. I am wearing high-waisted dark jeans. These are Wild Fable jeans from Target. They were $15, and I have this same pair of jeans in this color in the same size, 3 pairs of them, because I love these jeans. And once I found a pair of jeans that fit me perfectly and I loved the color, I bought every pair that they had in my size in this color. So these are the jeans. If I'm ever wearing jeans, it's either these ones or the Jessica Simpson ones that I have from TJ Maxx, which I also have 2 pairs of. I'm a person where if I find something I like, I buy it as much as I can, so I just have it all the time when I need it. But anyways, I'm wearing these jeans, and I am wearing my brown booties. I literally wear these every day. And then I'm wearing this, it's called titanium blue tunic. It's just a v-neck tunic, and my Apple Watch. And then I'll show you these tassel earrings. They're the same as the pink ones I think I wore Friday of last week, but just like a bunch of the smaller tassels. And these were a part of a holiday gift set at Target that was on clearance for $10. So they were $5 a pair. They're the same in this color and in the hot pink. They had another one that had baby pink, but the other pair wasn't this style. It was a different style that I didn't like. So anyways, that is my outfit of the day. I'm gonna go finish working on my computer and getting ready for them to come in. So bye guys. Hello y'all, it is now specials time. I can't see my watch, so I can't tell you, but it's probably about 10:15, which means I have about 40 minutes. But what I just did is we worked on these during reading. These are vocabulary words from our story. This week we focused on the vocabulary word fond, and we all wrote about something that we're fond of. This was my example. I'm fond of coffee because it is delicious. So this was the example that I made, and then they all did their writing samples. Let me try to cover the name and show you. Okay, like this. I just attached them to a Astrobites paper background and affixed one of our rubrics to the front of them, checked off for those 5 things, and now these are gonna go in the hallway. I still have, this is embarrassing, it's January 29th and I still have turkey Thanksgiving writings in the hallway. So these were much needed and they are doing much better with writing and I'm loving it. I can give them very targeted feedback. They know exactly the 5 things that I'm looking for. So this was awesome. I'm gonna go put these in the hallway now that I've affixed them all to Astrobites paper and added a rubric and checked them off and such. I'm gonna go put these in the hallway and then I just have a few other things to do before I go pick them up, but I will check in with y'all when I get to something else. Normally it takes me a little bit to hang things in the hallway because I like them to be all nice and neat. Okay, all of the writings are hung up in the hallway and now I'm going to check their composition books for foundations. Today we did not a test, just like kind of like a practice test or a review practice situation. This is what they look like. They do 3 sounds, 2 review words, 2 current words, 2 trick words, and a sentence, and I always have my own. So this is my notebook, and on the front it says Miss Barnard. That way, as I'm giving them the sounds and words, I write them in my own, and then I have mine to check theirs with. So this is their stack of composition books. I'm just going to quickly flip to this page, check these off really quickly so they can see next time what they can practice on, and then I need to go through their folders and see who brought their homework in today, add that to my digital homework tracker of who turned homework in this week, and then also I need to put the writings that were in the hallways into their folders so that they can take them home and just keep those. So I'm going to do these first and then folders, and then I should be good to go. Okay, that is done. I just remembered the word that I was trying to think of when I kept saying these are like a review or a practice. They're called a checkup. Before you do a unit test or a weekly test, you do a checkup. That's what we did in these today. So I just graded them, and then the ones that weren't here, I went ahead and opened in their comp books to the day that we used, and I wrote the date and checked the checkup box so I know it was a checkup, not a test, and just wrote that they were absent. That way, if in the future I'm confused as to why they don't have a page 11, it's because they were absent, and I just reminded myself of that. So anyways, right now it is 40, what would it be, 10:40. Sorry, my clock in the front of the room reset itself on accident, so I can't look to see the time like I normally do, but it's 10:40. That means I have 15 minutes. I'm gonna go stuff those tricky writings into their folders, check for homework, and then it will be time to pick them up. So this was a very productive prep. I'm getting a lot better at using this hour to my advantage, thank goodness. Let me go do some folders. All right, folders are done, coats are on their tables for recess, and now I need to go get them because if I'm not there in 2 minutes, I am late. So I'm heading down the hallway. What a power hour.
Take that tool and you throw it out the window because we don't need it right now. And you grab the 7 and you put it right there. And then you grab the 2 out the window and you put it with the 7 because I already know that 2 and 7 equals 9.
Okay.
So it's 19.
You got it. Good job. Hello, y'all. It is 5:06. I fixed the clock so I can look at it again, so that's good. But I have been just kind of buzzing around for the last 2 hours getting things done. I have put away all of the centers from this week into their organization in the closet, so that's taken care of. And the buckets are empty and ready to go for next week. I put away the anchor text from this week, got out the anchor text from next week, put away the vocabulary cards from this week, got out the vocabulary cards for next week. What else? I've been cleaning. We've had quite a few different sicknesses going around, so I cleaned. I'm taking their water bottles home to throw them in the dishwasher. I normally wash them about twice a week anyways, so I'm taking them home to wash those. I wrote my morning message for next week. I cleared out the compliments from this week because they did go to the compliment store, so those are all clear and ready for next week. Tidied up the library just a bit. Went through some things on my desk. I placed a Scholastic order for the month of January. I just had one student order, so I went ahead and placed that for him, so that will come next week. But yeah, I've just been kind of getting things done, like end of the week things, because starting tomorrow and then Friday as well for 2 days, we will have full day PD here. It's actually a district-wide PD day for all teachers, and there were different opportunities. I chose a social emotional learning PD, and that's actually hosted here at our school, so it will be here but for teachers from all over the district. So it starts at 8, which means I can sleep in probably till like 6 maybe. I don't know, I kind of want to get up and stick to my routine and come in and get things done here because I just love PD days. I filmed before a vlog during PD week. Oh, this hair. Cute. Anyways, I really love them. I find them so invigorating and refreshing, and I don't know, some people probably hate to sit there and listen to it, but I just feel like you finally have time to pause. Like think about everything and what you can do better, and it's just so nice for them to mandate that time of reflection and development, because I feel like it's really hard as a teacher to make time for it. So I'm just really excited. My room is all clean and ready to go for next week, so I feel really good. Oh, I changed my calendar because when we come back to school on Monday it will be February, so I changed that out. Yeah, just a bunch of odds and ends stuff, but I'm going to go now. Jake has a game tonight at 7, so I'm gonna go run by Target to grab a few things for dinner and then get ready and go to the game, and then hopefully maybe sleep in tomorrow, maybe not. I'm still deciding, but I will talk to you guys in the morning regardless and let you know what time it is, so stay tuned. Good morning, you guys. It's about 7:15 and I just got to school. I decided to kind of shoot the middle between waking up at my normal time and really sleeping in. We don't have to be here till 8, so I tried to leave by about 6:30. I ended up leaving about 6:40 and got here at 7:15, which again is still earlier than I have to get here on actual school days. Like, I don't have to be here until 7:30, so good to know that I could leave my house at 6:45 if I ever had, like, I don't know, an emergency or something in the morning or something happened, and I would still be here on time. But anyways, I'm here now. I'm gonna go run and put my lunch into the fridge in the teacher's lounge before like everyone gets here, because it's gonna be a lot of people. So I'm gonna go put my lunch in there, and then I'm just gonna sit and drink my coffee and just hang out in my room. I turn the heat on. I just like being here, and it's nice to feel at home before we go to PD. So I'm gonna go put that in there and then just kind of relax, and then I will update y'all when I can about how our first day goes. Hi you guys, it is now 3:10. Obviously I am in my car. I actually walked right out of my classroom with all my stuff and totally forgot to pick up the camera and talk to you at all about PD today. So I did want to clarify something. Sorry, there was a notification on my phone. I think I saw one little piece of the description of this PD and must have latched onto it, because I described this PD, I think multiple times, to myself and to y'all as an SEL focused 2-day series, but it's actually more of a like learning and the brain. So like culturally responsive teaching, it's definitely a social emotional learning compatible PD, but it's more so about the brain structures and function of learning and how to move students, from their brainstem to their limbic system to their cortical system, so that they can best learn and intake new information, and just like the power of teaching from a scientific mindset and just understanding the brain. And it was really amazing. The first day we really did a lot to unpack the process of learning, as far as like dendrites and synapses and the myelin sheath and how to strengthen those, and the like practice and students involved in the tasks are the most important, and just like a lot of things about the brain and how the brain works. And it was incredible. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I like to read books like that. Like, there are books about habits, and there are books about different parts of like the brain and our way of life and our thinking and why things are the way they are and why we behave the way we behave. So for me, it was just very interesting. But then a large chunk of our afternoon session after lunch was about trauma and trauma's effect on the brain and your ability to learn and intake new information, and how to best move students from a traumatic state, if they fall into one, into a place where they are then like reset and then ready to continue up the progression into a cortical state so that they are ready to learn. It was just very impactful, and I love to learn about that stuff. It's just so interesting to me. So I loved it. It felt to me like today flew. Honestly, it was supposed to go until 3:30, but there was a little bit of a miscommunication about the time. So I suppose a bunch of people had made plans at 3 o'clock. They thought it ended at 3. So the presenter was actually very kind to let everyone go at 3 because some people had some misunderstanding about the time. So we finished 30 minutes early today, which is nice. But I am so just, like I said yesterday, I love PD. It re-energizes me. It gives us time to refocus. It gives us time to reflect. It gives us time to adapt our practice, time to hit that pause button and really change things that need to change. So I'm just really excited to come at teaching in my classroom from a more scientific approach. And I just feel so empowered and just lit up to kind of impact my teaching based on what I'm learning, which I feel like you guys know as a result of the last PD vlog. I freaking love PD. I'm currently enrolled voluntarily in something that is not mandatory or required at all. Every Monday, an hour and a half of math PD. I just enrolled in Spanish classes to better my practice and my ability to communicate with families through my district. I just love growth. I love personal growth. It's my jam. So I love PD, and this is just getting me really excited. I'm also enrolled in another online workshop coming up for guided math and how to use that in the classroom. I just love it. Like, if I can learn more, I'm a learner and I love it, and it's amazing. So anyways, today was great. I'm obviously in a really good mood, partially because it's really sunny outside, which I just like to see the sun. It's 36 degrees, so it's not hot by any means, but it's sunny and that makes me really happy. So I'm gonna drive home in my good mood, go to the gym, and then tonight I'm probably gonna get a jump on, normally I plan literally the weekend for the week that starts on Monday, so that's really bad. If you're not in this situation, I wouldn't suggest you put yourself there. Sorry, someone's walking through the parking lot. But anyways, I'm gonna go home, go to the gym, probably plan a little bit, and then I will talk to you guys tomorrow for the next day. Good morning and happy Friday, finally. I feel like this week has seemed like a full week and a weekend. I can't believe that I have 2 days of weekend starting tomorrow because, sorry, something in my throat. 2 days of PD to me feels like a weekend. I don't know. I love PD. You guys know that I talked about it a little yesterday afternoon. So these last 2 days have been amazing, or the last day. And then today is going to be more of the same, and I'm so excited to just learn more about the little brains in this classroom and the chemical and scientific things that are happening within them and how to really unlock learning in that sense. I'm just such a science nerd. I'm so excited. So I'm in a great mood. It is about 7:27, so about 7:30. I slept in today until 6 o'clock, so I feel rejuvenated. I feel great. I'm ready for the day. I did grab just a few papers from weekly centers that I hadn't graded yet out of the math bucket. I'm going to sit and just get through those really quick, and then I'm going to try to just kind of like chunk through the grading that seems to have piled up on top of me. If there's anything that I really need to improve on, it's staying on top of student work. I just let it pile up, and then it like weighs on me and I have it hanging over me and I can't get out from under it. So I'm going to chunk through this and I'm going to get out from under it this weekend and today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and then I am going to stay on top of it. I'm making that promise to myself and to y'all on camera so that I have to keep it. Anyways, so I'm going to sit down and look through that, but let me show you my outfit of the day. Alrighty, you guys are in a different spot in the classroom now. I figured the more I move around the classroom, the more you get to see. So I wanted to put you somewhere different. I'm just making sure my teammate's on the way, and I would feel funny if she walked in while I was showing y'all my outfit. But anyways, I am wearing this olive green tunic. I think this is from American Eagle, if I'm not wrong. I got it in 2 colors just because I like the length. I just like shirts that cover my booty. I don't like short shirts, if you can't tell by all the tunics that I wear. So anyways, I have this in olive green and black, and it's split on the sides, which I like. So there is that. I'm wearing white jeans. I believe these are actually from Pretty Little Thing. I bought them as a component of one of my rehearsal outfits that I wanted to wear for Miss Massachusetts USA. So I'm wearing them now because there's no kids here today, so I feel safe to wear white pants. So white pants, I don't believe in the no white pants after whatever day rule. I like to dress like it's summer all the time because the heat's on in my classroom and I'm a summery person and I want to wear cute clothes. So anyways, white pants. And then I'm wearing, drum roll please, the brown booties that I wear every day. No one's surprised. My Apple Watch with the brown leather strap, and then I'm wearing new earrings I just got here last night from Jane. They're like a olive ombre. I 100% planned my entire outfit around the earrings. So there's my outfit. I'm gonna go sit and drink my coffee and grade some papers. Yay, happy PD day. Alrighty, y'all, I got through a lot of papers. Just to clarify, the ones that you saw me tossing into the recycling bin, those are from a student who's not in our school anymore. So please don't freak out. I'm not throwing away student work to make my life easier. She is not here anymore, so I can't send them home with her. But anyways, I'm gonna take my coffee and head to the cafeteria for PD. I think I have about 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish listening because my favorite song is on. It's Song of Ascent by Hillsong. It's my favorite. But anyways, I'm gonna go and finish that and then go to PD, and I'll update y'all after. Hi y'all, obviously I am not at school anymore. I am so sorry. I ended up leaving in a hurry because I got kind of preoccupied working in my room, and I forgot that I needed to get home before the leasing office closed at our house. So I was not able to like debrief you guys before I left school, but just to quickly kind of like talk to you guys and wrap up this weekly vlog. It was another incredible day of PD. I mean, y'all know I love PD, so it could probably be like a bad PD comparatively, and I would probably still say that, but it wasn't. It was amazing. We continued our work just learning about the brain and its processes and its functions and what that impacts learners, or what impacts that has on learners, how it should inform our teaching, what equitable teaching should look like. And we spent some time kind of reconciling what we were learning and the science behind learning with the expectations that are placed on us by state mandates and by curriculum frameworks that we're provided with, things like that. So it was just very interesting, and all in all, just an incredible 2 days. I'm just feeling I don't know, like a new source of energy and a new perspective for my teaching and a new understanding of what's happening in their little minds while they're learning. Just to give you some examples of what we talked about today, we continue talking about acquired learning versus learned learning. We talked about fast thinking versus slow thinking. We talked about your brainstem versus your limbic system, and then getting into your cortical region so that you're able to truly have impactful learning experiences and finding meaning and value in what you learn. Really, you have to travel through those layers to access your cortical region. But we also spoke a lot about trauma and how that can keep students in their almost like their brainstem or in a negative limbic state that prevents them from accessing the cortical region, and that prevents them from a higher threshold of learning. So just kind of really taking things from a scientific perspective. It was incredible. We also spoke about memory and working memory versus long-term memory, how to best enable students to take things into the working memory in their moment, so that way they're able to then internalize them and transfer them to storage in their long-term memory. We talked about attention span. The general rule of thumb for attention span, by the way, in case you're curious, is the student's age plus or minus 2 minutes. There's literally that scared me. Anyways, students age plus or minus 2 minutes. So I teach first grade, 6 or 7. That would mean our minimum attention span is 4 minutes, which I can see. Maximum attention span being 9 minutes. So really the most workable chunks you have are, for me, between that 4 and 9 minute time. And in order to accommodate that, there are 4 things that you can do to kind of separate those chunks for little bursts of best learning. One of them is even just like a posture change. So we talked about, instead of doing a turn and talk, doing a walk and talk, and having the partners just walk in circles around the classroom, and how that can help to I don't know, kind of like separate those chunks of focused learning, and just that downtime, and how when you create those multiple chunks of learning, you're creating new beginnings and ends and new peak times for I don't know, for memory and for learning. It was just amazing. It was amazing. I wish I could tell y'all like everything, but when I say that we must have learned over 50 new content specific vocabulary words, I am so serious. It was very, very expansive what we learned. So there was a lot to process. I'm still kind of processing it all. He did provide us with some amazing book recommendations. I actually picked up 2 audiobooks. That's one of my life hacks. I love Audible, and I have about a 25-minute drive to work. So each day, with my like stop in the morning for coffee, honestly, I'm in the traffic in the afternoon. It's more like 30 minutes. So I have about an hour in my car every day. And that is an amazing time to listen to books that maybe you've wanted to read to better your practice in the classroom, but maybe you haven't like found the time to pick them up and really open them. I love audiobooks. So I picked up Teaching Other People's Children. I just started that one. And then I also ordered a book. Some books I prefer to read rather than listen to. And one of the ones that I really wanted, but I wanted it like a physical copy, was Hammond's Culturally Responsive Teaching in the Brain. So I ordered that one on Amazon. It should be here next week, but I don't have Prime. So it's free shipping, but it's gonna take a little bit. But anyways, that one is coming, and that one is one that I'm excited to kind of digest in pieces and like write in the margins and have sticky notes and like unpack it that way. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of continue my learning in this area, and very thankful to the presenter. His name was Ken. He did a phenomenal job making all of this information very accessible to us, not having like the language background in this area. He was very cognizant of that. He explained everything in a very user-friendly way. It was just amazing. So I'm feeling great. I'm going to right now actually run to Target. I need to get a couple things, and then I'm also gonna get a medicine ball tea because it's Friday, so it's my little treat to myself. It's just me tonight. Jake is on the road for an away game, so it's just me. I'm gonna go get my tea, and then when I get home, I'm gonna start to import the footage from this vlog and edit it, and it should be up tomorrow on Saturday morning. So that is really exciting, and thank y'all for staying with me for another week. Next week, it will be February, and guess what? It is a full 5-day week. Praise Jesus. I'm so excited for a full 5 days with my kiddos to really get back into our swing of things and get into the routine. And I'm excited to change some things based on what we learned today and yesterday. I'm just feeling great. So Friday mood, you can tell. Let me go get my tea and get this out to you guys. Like I said, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe for more of the same, but also for some new types of videos. I told you guys I was gonna have a morning routine out for you. I was confused about the dates of the away games. The away game is actually this coming Wednesday, so I can film it this coming week. I wasn't able to film it this week because I didn't have that morning that I thought I was gonna have. So I will film that this week and get it up for you soon. But then other than that, subscribe for more weekly vlogs and things. Thank you so much for your constant support, and drop any questions down below. I would love to talk to y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.